Hi guys, it's Karen from Confetti and Curves. Welcome to my channel. Thanks so much indeed for watching. So this week it's a bit of a chatty video, as the lovely Luna Faye Beauty had contacted myself to ask if I would like to be involved in a collab. Of course I jumped at the chance, and I believe there's a few other YouTubers as well too getting involved. There is Sabrina from Hey Sabrina, obviously myself, Celestial Beauty, Lindsay, and Luna Faye Beauty as well too. Kaylee from Hello Kaylee, I believe, was also to get involved, but unfortunately her little boy was unwell at the time of filming, so it's just us, and I shall link all the girls' channels and that there below so that you can check them out for yourself. I'm really looking forward to checking everyone else's out too. So the collab anyway is things that I have learnt from blogging / YouTube over this last year, which has actually been quite a lot, and I've narrowed it down to 10 things that really sort of, you know, are at the forefront of my mind when it comes to blogging and YouTube. So I'm just gonna go ahead, jump right in here and get started, because it is gonna be a bit of a chatty one, so grab a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or whatever it is and get comfy. So anyways, the first thing I have learned is definitely how welcoming everyone is. I think before I set Confetti and Curves up, I was a little bit apprehensive as to what type of community it would be, especially sort of combining my love of writing with my love of beauty and makeup. And that to me is a perfect collab, but I was a little bit anxious as to, with it being so sort of female driven and led, as to what reception, you know, I would get. Is it catty? Is it bitchy? Is it, you know, just sort of quite cold? But instead it has been such the polar opposite. Everyone is just so welcoming and encouraging and supportive. It's a wonderful community it's definitely a wonderful community to be a part of. So that is by far one of the top things that I have taken from blogging, is just how welcoming everyone really is. So number 2 is how uplifting it can be in a bad day. Like many others, I have a few health struggles myself. I don't really talk about them. I don't really like sort of burdening people with my own problems and stuff like that there. But on a really bad day, you know, things can be, you know, very tough. And whenever you log in to the like a WordPress and see such uplifting comments, or even on YouTube, you know, where people have just sort of, you know, stopped by, said hello, have really enjoyed the video or whatever, it really does lift your spirits so much. It is by far one of the best forms of medicine. So yeah, it can just be really uplifting and really help turn a bad day on its head. Next thing I've learned is how helpful it has been in making me more organized, and not just as a blogger. Obviously with me blogging 6 days a week, it's a pretty intense schedule, as well as being a mum and working, you know, and being a wife and just having a life in general. To add 6 days of blogging to that there is pretty intense, so I have to schedule, you know, quite a bit in advance. But I have to say that I think being so organized really does sort of translate then into your normal everyday life. It has definitely helped me become a lot more sort of, I don't know, I guess just a lot more organized and a lot better with prioritizing things, I guess, in real life as well as my blogging schedule too. So very helpful indeed. Number 4, it definitely has helped develop my creative skills, like photography, editing, writing, all those kind of things that, you know, that you do whenever you're a blogger or YouTuber. I think definitely YouTube has probably been the biggest challenge with video editing and stuff like that there. But you know, it really gets your creative juices flowing and encourages you to kind of think more outside the box, and as well as sort of watching other people, you also get inspired as well too. And it pushes, you know, it pushes your creativity to the limits, and I love that. So I've definitely been a lot more creative this year, and I'm very, very, very thankful for that. Number 5, readers love personality. I tend to sort of find that, you know, with some of the bigger bloggers who, or I suppose what I would call sort of celebrity bloggers and stuff, especially in the beauty industry, I think a lot of their posts can be quite factual, and a lot of their personality is sometimes lost. But I believe that readers really enjoy personality and quirks and sort of, you know, just things that they can relate to, you know, as human beings. And I sort of find that, you know, the more personality I inject into my posts or into my videos, the more you guys really seem to enjoy it. So I think it's all about sort of being yourself and being honest. And, you know, I think, you know, whenever you're yourself, people really enjoy that and they can relate to it, rather than, you know, being a little bit too factual or somebody who you're not. I think people can really sort of see through that falseness. So definitely I have learned to be myself and embrace my quirks and things like that there, and to write about them. So yeah. Number 6, constantly learning new things. I guess this goes sort of hand in hand with, you know, sharpening creative skills. But when I say learning new things, I don't just mean sort of, you know, creative. I mean, I guess sort of, you know, how to be more efficient on social media, you know, how to be, you know, I guess professional when approaching companies, and just sort of how to make your blog as best it can be, or your YouTube channel or stuff like that there. I guess it's a constant learning curve, and I really enjoy being on that. I think the day that I actually sort of stop learning is the day that it becomes pretty boring. And I love the fact too that, you know, things that I learn I can pass on to other people who are maybe starting off, or who have had the same issues that I have maybe had. So yeah, so that's definitely one thing that I have taken from this year, is the fact that I am constantly learning, and I love that. I really, really enjoy that. Number 7, fear is simply a 4-letter word. It's just our kind of way of dealing with the unknown. I think that in terms of fear, it's all about sort of following your heart and doing what you want to do. Fear should never hold you back. It held me back for quite a long time, and I really kind of regret that. But yeah, I definitely would say never let fear hold you back. And it's amazing the feeling that you get whenever you conquer it, which is what I have done in a few cases this year. And I am very, very proud of that. And blogging has been I guess a pivotal part of overcoming certain fears that I have had. So yeah, just it's all about setting your fear to one side and just going for it, you know, making the most. Number 8 is I'm definitely not alone when I'm going through tough times. That is something I've really taken from blogging, especially back in July, whenever I lost my grandmother, who was like a second mother to me. She was just fantastic, and to lose her very suddenly with a heart attack was incredibly difficult. And because blogging has been such a big part of my life, I kind of just felt I needed to put it out there in a post and say what I was going through. I know, because I am kind of quite interactive in that there with my readers and, you know, viewers and things like that there. So I I just wanted to put it out there, and the amount of comments that flooded in that were just from people who had went through the same thing or were going through very similar, you know, was just incredible, and it really helped me cope. It was definitely a comforter in a time that was just very turbulent and emotional, and I was kind of, you know, it was a tough time. It still is tough, but I guess, you know, you sort of learn to cope with those emotions and things. Definitely like the Christmas time and stuff brings up a whole lot of stuff that, you know, you don't realize. You know, there's things like Christmases and birthdays and stuff, but yeah, you guys were just really a big part of the healing process, and that your comments were invaluable. And even from people who maybe hadn't lost anyone, just the level of empathy was amazing. So yeah, so I'm definitely, one thing I've taken from blogging for sure is that I'm not alone whenever I'm having a really tough time, and sometimes it's good to share. So yeah, number 9 is the only boundaries that we set. Sorry, the only boundaries that exist are the ones that we set, and nothing is more truer whenever it comes to YouTube. Simply because if you'd have said to me a year ago, you know, Karen, you're going to have a YouTube channel, you know, you're going to be chatting away in front of a camera every week, I would have said, absolutely not, catch yourself on, there's no way. But yeah, it has happened, and here I am, something I never ever thought I would do, and yet I'm doing it. I love it. I enjoy chatting away to you guys, and I'm so glad that those boundaries were boundaries that I broke and that I pushed, because it's one thing not wanting to do something. You know, if I hadn't have wanted to do YouTube and wasn't really that bothered, that's totally different from wanting to do it but not having the confidence to break those boundaries. And it's so funny, because whenever I had set up the blog and that there, I always said the boundary was the blog. I would never go on to YouTube, because it would just be, I have no self-confidence. My self-esteem is very, very, very low. I might seem quite bubbly and chatty, even to friends and stuff that know me. You know, I'm quite a sort of, I don't know, I suppose I can be sort of, you know, quite laughy and jokey and stuff, but I'm really, really sensitive, and I get hurt very, very easily. So those boundaries exist in real life too, but I guess that, you know, blogging and YouTubing has helped me break a lot of those boundaries, and you guys have given me a lot of self-confidence. You've definitely built that up through your encouragement, so I have a lot to be thankful and grateful for. And number 10 is that opportunities are plentiful. This year I've had such fantastic opportunities come my way, working with PR companies and brands and things like that there. And you know, it has got better and better and better. You don't need to be a huge celebrity blogger to, you know, to have these exciting opportunities. No way. They can happen to anyone, any blogger of any size, and I would say, you know, take them and embrace them, and if an opportunity comes up, you know, give it a go. It's only a few weeks ago I got an email inviting me along to a masterclass. I think it's Easter time, with a celebrity makeup artist. I'm really, really looking forward to that there. That's an opportunity that has came from blogging and YouTubing, and I wasn't able to take a lot of sort of opportunities on this last few months with blogging because of such a busy schedule behind the scenes, but I'm definitely going to make it a priority in 2016 to take avail of as much of those exciting opportunities as I can, because I love my blogging. I love I absolutely adore it. And but I will say that, you know, if you're thinking of doing it, there's a lot of exciting opportunities out there. I have found that out and I'm so grateful for it. So yeah, so those are the 10 things that I have learned from blogging this year. And I feel very, very, very blessed to you know, have learned all those things, and to be able to, you know, go into a new year filled with a lot of excitement for, you know, opportunities that's going to come up through blogging and YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah, if you're thinking of setting up a blog or a YouTube channel, I would just say just go for it. In fact, think of the Nike slogan, just do it, because you won't regret it. You know, I don't believe you will regret it. Yeah, so that's my 10 things. So guys, thank you so much indeed for watching. I shall stop waffling now, and wish you all a very, very happy new year. And I will see you all again in 2016. Don't forget to check out the other girls' channels to see what they have learned from blogging and YouTubing as well too. And if you aren't a subscriber, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's about here somewhere, so you won't miss any future uploads. And don't forget to give a big thumbs up too. Okay guys, have a wonderful, wonderful New Year celebrations, and I will see you all again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.